my beautiful friends. It's Amanda here, and today we are catching up with ColourPop. I have quite a few things that arrived to me in PR while I was out of town traveling a lot in the month of April. I want to make sure I give both of these collections their time to shine. This Toy Story collection launched first, so I'm going to unbox and swatch the Toy Story collection first. Then I'll do the same thing for the Tangled collection. Before we get to unboxing and swatching these two new collaboration collections, I want to quickly do a couple of liquid blush comparisons. I swatched the new Pearl liquid blushes with the original liquid blushes. So let's go ahead and do a really quick swatch comparison with the liquid blushes, the entire line swatched all together first, and then we'll get into the Toy Story unboxing. First up, some liquid blush swatches. These comparisons between the original liquid blush line and the newer pearl finish ones were requested by one of you lovely folks in the comments of my pearl liquid blush video that I posted about a month back. I actually did a ton of traveling in April, so the majority of my videos last month were pre-filmed. I feel like I'm just now catching up, even though I've been home for over a week. But I have a lot of comparisons to catch up on, but I'm finally getting through my list, and I want to make sure that I do a good job. I want to actually be diligent so that these can be helpful. I do think that it's decently easy to tell the finish of each of these blush shades just by looking at the swatches close up, but some do have a more subtle glow than others. So in these close-up shots, I'm going to put a little asterisk below the shade names of the pearl finish ones just to be as clear with that information as possible. So that's what those little asterisk stars are. And hopefully these comparisons are helpful to you. Let me know if you want to see a more comprehensive liquid blush video because I have a lot of liquid blushes and I could certainly do a wider comparison across more brands if you're interested in that. Now, I want to speed run some first impressions of the Toy Story and Tangled collections. And there are a few things I want to just say right up front that apply to both of these collections. And then I'll get back to the products that you're seeing me go through close up on screen. Both of these collections are Disney collaborations. We're covering a wide swath of Disney history here. Toy Story originally came out in 1995, so it's much more of a childhood nostalgia movie for me, whereas Tangled came out in 2010, and I was in my mid-20s and did not yet have a young child to be consuming a lot of Disney movie type content. So I definitely have more nostalgia draw towards Toy Story. And I'm sure that that's going to play a role in my thoughts and probably your individual feelings about these collections as well. Both of these collaboration collections are currently available online, and both have full collection sets that will run you $99 each. Just a reminder that coupon codes will not work for any type of sets or bundles, that type of thing, and they also won't work on sale items. So make sure you keep an eye on your cart total to ensure you're getting the best deal. But you can always try my affiliate code. It's just my first name, Amanda, and that will save you 10% on any of the individual items that we're looking at in today's video. It just won't work on the bundle and set type offerings. So we already saw the lip mask. That's the fourth ray lip mask in the Chosen one, and it has a sour candy scent. It's more of a subtle scent, which I don't mind. I love lip masks. I use them up frequently, so that lip mask is one of the items that I'm initially really drawn towards because I feel like I would get a lot of value for my dollar. The lip mask is 12. So is this BFF mascara in the shade Roar. This is a toy dinosaur shade of green mascara. Probably not something that I am needing in my collection in my day to day as much as the lip mask, but it is fun to see something different. I like when they take a chance and actually do something out of the norm when it comes to these special collections, especially things that are cartoons. You can really kind of have a little fun with it. And I'm glad that they did that with a green mascara, even if it's not my particular jam. I just like to see them switching it up. And speaking of switching it up, they are switching up these ultra glossy lips. They have a short, like chubby packaging instead of the long, skinny tubes that we typically see the ultra glossy lips offered in. I'll show you an individual close up and live swatch of each one of these. They are representing different Toy Story characters. Buzz Lightyear, of course, is this purpley shade buzzing about. Next, we have Bo Peep's shade, a soft, little, sparkly, subtle pink, and that one is called Peep This. Then we have the Cowgirl Jessie's shade. This one's called Yeehaw, and it is a transparent corally type of color. All of these are very sparkly as well. And then lastly, we have your favorite deputy. This is Woody's lip gloss shade, and it's a very yellowy champagne gold type of color. So those are all three of the lip shades. You can find these individually for $10 a piece, or there is a four-piece collection set for $36. Now we're going to check out some of the Toy Story eye products. First is this Jelly Much Gel Eyeshadow Trio, another product that I very much enjoy and am drawn towards, much like the lip mask. This is sold as a trio for $27. These Jelly Much shadows are not available individually, and because this trio is the set, like it's not technically a bundle, it's the whole product. You can use a coupon code on this trio. I know that can be kind of confusing, but I think it's because they are not sold individually. You don't have the option to buy them individually, that the trio is able to take that discount. Hopefully that made sense. I feel like I did a terrible job explaining it, but let's just move on to the swatches. These are all very soft, pinky, sparkly shades. This is exactly what I'm looking for when I want to wear a Jelly Much shadow, is something like this. I think this as a one shadow look is very popular. It's very on trend right now. And this is definitely one of my favorite pieces in the Toy Story collection. Lastly, for the Toy Story collection, we have the eyeshadow palette. This is the Toys Are Here palette. This one is $24 and there are 15 shades inside. Six are regular mattes. One is a sequin matte. That's the matte eyeshadow that's loaded up with little glitters. Then there are two of their pearlescent glitters. The pearlescent glitters are their new take on pressed glitters. And I like the pearlescent ones more than the old, chunkier version. But overall, they're still not my favorite. That's just my personal preference. And then lastly, we have a variety of shimmer type finishes among the remaining six shades in the palette. Some are more satiny, some are more intensely metallic. And that one in the center, the Bo Peep blue shade, that one has a little bit of a duochrome shift to it. So there's a wide variety of shimmer finishes in here. And I think that's just best explained when we look at the swatches. You'll be able to tell the difference a little bit. Now, I just have regular palette swatches, like a comprehensive finger swatch on my arm for this video because I'm doing more of a quick unboxing first impression, just trying to catch up on the basics. So I don't have the comparison swatches in this video, but I'm planning on doing an update, sort of like how the liquid blush comparisons were at the beginning of this video. I want to do an update with all of the comparisons that you as viewers request in this unboxing video. And I'll do a get ready with me type of thing too, so that you can see a bunch of these products in action and hear some more updated reviews now that I've had the time to have it and use it. I'll have a more well-rounded opinion on the performance and my assessment of these things overall. So No comparisons today. Please don't yell at me for that. I'm trying to catch up. I'm doing the best as I can. But this is good because this way you can request the exact comparisons that you want to see, what's actually going to be most helpful for you. And you'll also get that alongside a more well-informed review. So I know we're switching it up a little bit, but hopefully you see the benefit here in my reasoning. And I think that even if I don't do every ColourPop collection this particular way, it is nice to try something a little bit different and just see what works the best. Overall, I want to make videos that are actually helpful for you. I don't just want to show you stuff and tell you to use my code and that's it. I want these to be informative. I want my opinions to be well informed. I want my comparisons to be useful and helpful. So hopefully we're all going to be working towards that goal. I know you're with me. Hopefully you're still with me. We're now moving on to the Tangled collection. This one has some different pieces. This Tangled collection has two accessories. Of course, the idea of hair accessories makes perfect sense in alignment with the theme of this film. It seems to me that these accessories are exclusive to the ColourPop site. The hair clip and the hair brush are not showing up on Ulta for me. Maybe it's that they have already sold out and been removed from the site. I don't know because I didn't look at those listings the day they were there. So if anybody knows, feel free to let us know in the comments. But I believe that the hair clip and the hair brush are just available on the ColourPop site. And currently, the hair clip is sold out. The only way to get it right now is by getting the whole collection set. Both accessories are included with the full set. So you can still get the hair clip that way, but please don't buy a $99 collection set if you don't want $99 worth of that collection set. The hair clip, I know it's cute. It's really cute. They're going to come out with other cute stuff. So I know it's easy for me to say, but I'm just trying to balance the scales a little bit here, hopefully. Now we have something that we haven't seen in a while. I don't remember the last time they released one of these glitterly obsessed body glitters. I don't love these. I don't use a product like this, but I know a lot of people do love them. And it's festival season. It makes sense to bring out some of the glitter gels. This is $10 for the shade Floating Lights. You'll see here it has a little stopper. Keep that stopper to keep the product hydrated for as long as possible. That is helpful to keep that. And I'm going to do a live swatch here for you. Just a reminder, the glitter gels are not meant to be used in the eye area. You can use them on your body, in your hair. You can even use them like on your cheeks, but just be careful with these around the eyes. Look, it's been a long time since I gave you an eye safety warning, okay? It was just, I had been keeping it pressed down for so long, so it just popped out. Sorry about that. Now we have some of these liquid highlights. These are sold individually for $14 each. And we have some really cute packaging here. It's definitely a little bit different style-wise from the other really bright yellow, more basic shapes type of packaging. So these definitely seem like standout packaging-wise. I really like the ColourPop liquid highlight formula. I do think that these shades are probably pretty easily duped even from within the ColourPop line itself. These don't seem to be crazy different from any other liquid highlights, but I do really like this Mother Gothel. Is it Gothel or Gothel? Sorry, don't come for me. Like I said, I don't have a lot of connection to this movie. I have seen it and I do think it's cute. Okay, I like that this exists. I don't know that much. Sorry, Tangled stands. I still love you. I like these liquid highlights. I like the lighter shade a little bit more. I think we could have done a cool like pink purple something maybe similar to their pink pony shade, but in like a purple shade would have been cool just to switch it up a little bit. But at least they're giving us the green gloss here. There are three ultra glossy lips. You can get them individually for $10 each or a set of three for $27. So you get a little discount there. I like that they went for it with a kind of kooky color, lip color for this collection. As I mentioned previously when we were talking about Toy Story, cartoons are they give you a lot of creative liberties color-wise, and there have been collections in the past where I felt like ColourPop didn't take advantage of that creative license. So when they do, I'm always happy to see it. Personally, I'm most likely to wear this neutral shade called Flynn Rider. I think that one's probably my favorite, but all of these are cute. I could see a lot of people being drawn to these. And the Ultra Glossy Lip is a formula that is very tried and true in the ColourPop line. So I don't think you could go wrong with any of them, just whichever one strikes your fancy. Okay, we have to talk about my eyeshadow palette. This is the Best Day Ever palette. It's $22. Mine did arrive with one shade broken. It's a little bit cracked. I was still able to use it, but just keep that in mind if you do order this palette. I had an issue with it. I think it's because the shade is so soft that it just didn't hold up to shipping, but just FYI, the Best Day Ever palette has 12 shades. Five are true mattes. One is that sequin matte finish. Two, again, are pearlescent glitters. And then four are metallic shimmers. The shade Live Your Dream that's cracked in my palette is one of the metallic shimmers, sadly, because I really love the shimmery shades in this palette. I actually just generally enjoy this palette overall. I do respond to this one more positively than the Toy Story palette, just based off my first impression here. This color story is definitely my vibe. It's approachable, but it still has some fun, bright color. This is very cute for some springy and summertime looks. Of course, if you know me, you know I love purple eyeshadow, and the super rich, slightly shifty royal purple eyeshadow called All Those Days is really doing it for me. Also, again, just based off of my very first impression here, my first time really seeing and touching these things, I like the texture of the Tangled Collection palette more than the Toy Story one. Obviously, we have that cracked shadow in this Best Day Ever palette, which isn't good, but the flip side of that is these are the textures and opacities that I'm hoping for when I'm swatching. Overall, these shadows compared to the Toy Story palette are noticeably softer and definitely noticeably slightly more opaque upon first swatch. Because I haven't really had the chance to use these things and form a solid opinion yet, I'm gonna wrap up this video by just letting you know which pieces would I purchase, which things would I actually be interested in spending my own money on if I had the chance to see these in store and touch and swatch them like I have just unboxed and touched and swatched them. So that can give you an idea of the things I'm most interested in, the things that on Swatch are giving me the most hope. And from the Toy Story collection, I would definitely purchase the lip mask. I just use these up really frequently, so it's a great value for the dollar type of thing for me. It's not an overwhelming candy scent, so if you're worried about that, it's very toned down and it's also just like cute. I like the funny alien packaging. And then the Jelly Much shadows, I can see myself really using and enjoying those. So those are my top picks from the Toy Story collection. I know that this little hair clip is sold out, but if it comes back in stock, it is really cute. And I put my hair back in a clip like this all the time. So another thing that's going to be useful for me. And also the lighter shade of the liquid highlight. I'm actually already testing that now because I'm excited to use it. I love pairing that with liquid blush. And then, as I already said, the Tangled Collection palette is very intriguing to me. I love purple. I like these types of shades. I like the shimmers in here. So, those are my top picks based on this initial little first impression, but we will be using these all. Keep your eye out for a future video. Thank you so much for watching. I love each and every one of your beautiful little faces, and I'll see you real soon in the next one. Bye!